It was a normal, quiet evening at the Dollar General store on North Gettysburg Avenue in Dayton, Ohio. Customers were browsing, and employees were going about their jobs. Then, Roosevelt Rapley, a 23-year-old man, walks in with a gun. Not to shop, but to rob. This is not Rapley's first brush with the law. He's well known to police and had pending weapons charges against him. But that night, he decided to point his weapon at the store clerk and demand cash. The poor clerk was terrified and had no way to defend herself. But standing in another aisle, another employee walked over to see what was going on. When Rapley aimed his gun at him and the other employees, this worker made a split-second decision, one that would save lives. He pulled out his firearm and shot Rapley in self-defense. Rapley staggered outside and collapsed near the store's entrance. The armed employee, now identified as John Doe in court documents, did what anyone might have done after such a shocking event. He followed Rapley, kicked the gun away to secure the scene, and called 911. His voice on the call was clear. "He pointed a gun at me. I had a firearm on me. I pulled my firearm and I shot him in self-defense." Now this is where things get complicated, and honestly, a bit outrageous. Rapley's siblings went public with their anger, not at Rapley for attempting armed robbery, but at the clerk for daring to defend himself. One sibling said, "And I'm not kidding here. Yes, so he's robbing." Oh well. The crime his brother had committed evidently was no big deal. They also argued that employees shouldn't carry guns in the workplace, assuming the store was some kind of gun-free zone. And luckily for everyone at the store, it wasn't. Dayton police confirmed the employee was legally allowed to have his firearm on private property. Dollar General has not really commented on this other than vague statements about safety and security procedures. This isn't the first time the store has faced armed robberies. This location alone had been hit 4 times that year. After reviewing all the evidence, including witness accounts and ballistics, the grand jury decided not to indict the store manager. The verdict was clear: he acted lawfully. He didn't go looking for trouble. Trouble found him, and he responded with courage and decisiveness. But let's not ignore the bigger picture here. This wasn't an isolated incident. Police are investigating whether Rapley was connected to other robberies in the area. He wasn't just some random guy down on his luck. He was an armed individual putting lives in danger for a quick payout. This story isn't just about one fateful night. It's about choices, consequences, and a harsh reality check. Rapley chose to walk into that store with a gun. He chose to point it at people. And the employee? He chose life, and he defended himself and others inside the store that day. And as for Rapley's siblings, their grief is understandable. Losing a loved one is never easy. But shifting the blame to the store employee? That's a different conversation entirely. Evidently, Rapley didn't do his research well enough on where all the gun-free zones were. Thank you so much for watching today. Please be sure to support our channel by liking and subscribing. Until next time, take care and be safe during these outlandish times that we are all living in.